female human beings who developed the Grundgesetz, or the basic law, or the constitution of Germany. And this constitution came to life in May 23rd, 1949. So, and this is interesting because at the same time the United Nations developed human rights, and the human rights came to life nearly 6 months ago in December 1948, the 10th of December, December 10th, 1948. So, nearly 6 months earlier than the Constitution or Grundgesetz. And now the human rights are worldwide important for more than 190 nations. And here in Germany it's one nation, and so the Constitution or Grundgesetz is a regional law. So it just applies inside the German borders. By the way, all the nations, or the nationality, a national idea in general, or the nationalism, is all in the history a male idea, and like also all these world religions, called world religions. By the way, it's just a part of the world. So each world religion is a minority compared to the human beings who are not part of this world religion. So Christianity is maybe 2 billion, but there are 5.6 billion they are not Christians, and so on. By the way, the Ramadan is now also here in Germany, and they started, someone told me, 9:10, and Ramadan, I think, is binding together nearly 1 billion human beings now in this Ramadan period, and I think that's a quite strong symbol, or quite strong habit. And in the Christianity it's not so strong. There's also before Easter is a period of Lent, like in Ramadan, but in my impression it's not so binding together all Christians worldwide. It's more the Easter celebration, Christmas of course, and Catholics have maybe different than Evangelic or Protestants. By the way, I grew up in a Protestant area. I am a church musician, so I did church music a lot, and I'm baptized, and I did the confirmation. It's in a teenager time to become a full member of the church. So I'm raised in a Christian context, and yes. So now the point is, today is the May 8th, 2020, 75 years after the war stopped, and of course I think I can say this is we are all happy about this freedom and this peace we can live here in Germany and in Europe in general, and this craziness of war. And yes, it's something also taught in primary schools. So in one short sentence you can say the male problems of the 20th century were solved in a male way. So all these problems we had in the 20th century, especially here in Germany, occurred because of male ideas and a wrong understanding of maleness. And by the way, we had no internet. It's also a point. Started in the 90s, and it was, I think, a very good idea and a good process in general. The last also 30 or 25 years. to have this, like here now, the mobile phone, and to connect each human being with each human being. Yes, of course, in theory, but it's something you become conscious about your human beingness instead of your nationalism or whatever you are learning in your country, because we are, as human beings, often taught, different ideas like religions, like nationalism, like also roles, like gender roles in general. This is all changing because of the internet, because you can compare now different situations. And now I come back also to the Grundgesetz. The Grundgesetz is just a regional one, and I think all law people or law human beings here in Germany are aware that some rules or laws just apply here in Germany, but not, for example, in Australia or in India. And this is something, it's opening the mind in general, especially of male people, because the male human beings are or were quite dominant for, I think, many or maybe all societies worldwide. So the internet is helping now to connect each other. And this is a different situation we had, for example, 1930, 1933 or 1939. So so there are so the whole history or the historic situation changed because of the internet. And for another example, I observed, it's a personal opinion, but for example, we had this crash down with Lehman Brothers, and so like Black Friday, but in general. And if you compare this to 1929 or 1930, in the situation we had a few years ago, there was a reaction that all the leaders of the different states met, for example, in London, instead of to become more nationalistic and to say, okay, we focus on ourselves, and then in the end the war occurred or happened. And this is a change, I think, in general, because everyone knows, even political leaders, that this connection of human beings is changing the mind of human beings, also of the politicians. And so it's more important also for politicians to act in a more human way, because they know the human beings in general. So if you say the politics are a special group of human beings, the general human beings or the other human beings can connect each other and also can change maybe elections. And so your behavior as a politician is changing because of the internet, because it's not so easy just to bring a few you think maybe a few information across via the media. And so this is something happened the last 30 or 25 years. By the way, I was a student in Erlangen. It's in Franconia. It's near Nuremberg. Nuremberg is known because of the Nürnberger Prozesse, of course, and it's also something historical. But we discussed there, and yes, I promise, and I'm a witness. We discussed about the internet, and my opinion was it should be just form. It should be not content. The content should be up to all human beings. And of course, it took time to build this internet in general, and it's still growing, and it's going on and on. But that maybe all or a lot of human beings discover this chance to, like me now, to record something, to load it up, and to inform someone, whoever is interested in. This was not possible in the 90s, also in the 80s, in it. Not, yeah, sorry. And so I think because of the reunification, the whole situation changed in Germany, of course, in Europe and worldwide. And so the internet is also existed in general, of course, before. Yeah, so the email, for example, was already invented in general 1965. But, and that's an interesting point, in the 90s I had no account for an email, no email account, and I did not know really a provider for email, for email services. And so I'm a normal person, and I think a lot of students also, and I think more the informatic or the IT students, they were more into all the IT stuff, and they were more nerds. Yeah, they did also use already all the networks. They existed because it's a military source in general, or it started with the military. It was the idea of if there is a atomic weapon, aggressive something happen, attack happening, then you can put important data somewhere also. But just to connect human beings, I think it was a new idea. And we discussed this in Erlangen. There was a vicar, or not a priest, because it was a Protestant evangelische Studentengemeinde, so like Protestant student congregation. So it was Mr. Maser, M-A-S-E-R, and he was there and was like how you call it, a watchdog. So we were mid-20s or in the 20s, and he was just there like we called him sometimes like a catalysator. So he was someone, he was someone, he tried to bring a reaction into that it happened, but he did not, how do you call it, he was not, he did not become less than before. So it's like a catalysator. It's something is, a reaction is possible because this element is there, but in the end this element is still the same like before. So it was we compared Mr. Maser like a catalysator. So of course it's in a relationship in general, and so like to make possible relationships. So, and then, okay, if I'm talking now, the funny thing, not funny, but really difficult thing is, maybe I do another one. It's now 30 minutes, it's too much. So, okay, I stop there. It's now May the 8th, 2020, and I'm in Koblenz, and it's 75 years after the war stopped in Germany. Thank you very much, everyone who made it possible. And of course, this craziness of the Nazi Reich, and in general, this wrong understanding and aggressive behavior of maleness and silly ideas stopped, and that's really, really good. Thank you very much. And so this is the reason why nowadays there happen different demonstration or meetings here in Germany, and yes, so thank you very much, rest of the world. And and now I do maybe another video about this things happened in Erlangen in the 90s when I was a student till 1997. Then started I would say more a medical career till 2017, and but okay, I tell later. All the best. My name is Peter Babnik. I'm here from Germany. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope I brought across also my statement about Corona. Corona, by the way, means crown, no? It's like a round Corona, and that's the end. You see there, it's the sun, and the sun has also a corona, but this is another topic maybe I mention in the next video. All the best, see you later, and take care and stay healthy. All the best. See you. Peter is greeting from Germany. Bye.